Howdy everyone, Wilsonsticks here. Haven't done one of these in a while because, well, Valve hasn't released one in a while. So, we're gonna do a quick little treasure review of the Dark Carnival Treasure of Wonders. And I guess let's get started with Drow Ranger, Motley Marauder. I really like the pinks here. I guess you could call it some sort of faded red, but it looks pink. Lots of smooth, curved shapes on this one, especially with the cape down here and with the bow. I think it's pretty funny that there's like dentures on the bow. That's kind of humorous. That would be really funny if you just heard my cat meow right now. I saw the Reddit post about this, and of course, you know, I got this set, and I was pretty upset that the hair really does not go well with the Arcana. Something about how the hair fits on Drow's head in the Arcana does not like this hairpiece, which is a shame, because I would love the Arcana with this. Not a lot of attention put onto the boots, which I can understand. There's a lot of busyness up here, and you don't want to really overcrowd. Oh, speaking of which, this set was not on the workshop, so I assume this is Valve made. So, yeah. A lot of the sets here are actually Valve made. There's really only a few that people had a hand in. I just forgot to claim my weekly rewards from my guild. Anyways, lots of bow imagery as well, which I think is humorous. I say bow as in like the tying of, you know, like a tied bow. We have it on the quiver, on the bow, on the legs down here. Which again, I think is intentional. It's pretty funny, because, you know, a bow, she has a bow. Also, oh, I didn't notice, the eyes on the bow. That's creepy, huh? Didn't even notice that. I kind of wish she had bows in her hair to keep with the theme, but no, I really like how the set uses the dark blues and the reds and all that. That's pretty neat. Moving over to Undying's Court Fester. Gotta say, I love the names on all these. A lot of Dota 2 set names are like some crazy stuff, like the Malignance of the Dark Rot Behemoth, and what does that mean? But Court Fester, I get it. Court Jester, but he's like a zombie, so he's Court Fester, like he's festering and rotting. Anyways, I think this is just a decent Undying skin. There's like part of what makes this work is like these collars that you see everywhere. So, you know, these were essentially status symbols back in the day. So again, it's supposed to like look proper, but there's something very wrong here again, because not only because he's a zombie, but his guts are like he has two chambers actually for his guts to be in, which is quite entertaining. Sticks to Undying's color scheme pretty well, though adds some again like these faded reds that we saw in the Drow one. Into this. I also like the mask. The mask is pretty darn sick. And as for the ult form, the door, yeah, you can see like the hinges are still there from the base form, but like the doors have been bursted off. Same thing here, we see some tears in the fabrics on his sleeves. The collars actually stay intact. He also gets eyes. Again, what is up with eyes in these sets? Very peculiar. I also like that the yellow, it reminds me of Observer Wards. I don't think this is Undying's best set. Again, bias here, but I still think the Scarecrow one is better. But this is This is decent. I wish it did more with, or I wish it went outside the boundaries of Undying's color scheme a bit more, but yeah, it's alright. Queen of Pain, Mistress of Ceremonies. When I first saw this, I immediately thought of, if you know the artist Maida, I'll put their Twitter on screen. They draw a lot of Ringmaster and Queen of Pain fan art, and I immediately thought of Maida when I saw this, because holy crap, yeah, it's Quap if she was a Ringmaster. Look, she even has the knives. The curtains for wings is really heckin' cool. Gotta say, I like this a lot. Also, it looks really good with the Arcana. Like, astoundingly good with the Arcana. I also like the fact that she has some gray hairs. That's a neat little touch. Just the hair in general, though, is really, really nice. Everything with the colors works here. This is like And the other thing, it maintains the color, like the color scheme of QoP's base set. I'm noticing a theme here with some of these Valve-made sets. They don't really like to veer outside the color scheme. But it works well. I kind of wish we got a second style to work with a blue Arcana. But, you know, beggars and choosers and all that stuff. Hold on. Oh, the whip. Okay, I didn't notice this. The whip is attached to the knife. It's not attached to her belt. It's like the back end of the knife is the whip. That's pretty cool. I felt like they could have maybe integrated a melee animation for that, for the whip, because I know they have that with a QoP Arcana, but... what can you do? Not every set gets special treatment, I suppose. This is also, again, a QoP set. I say again. This is, like, very rare, actually, in a QoP set where it's not really... like, she's not showing a lot of skin, like in every other QoP set, which is a nice change of pace to see. I think this is one of the better QoP skins, and I will continue to use it. Very good. Arc Warden, Palms of Prophecy. Another Valve-made set. And it's probably Arc Warden's best, in all honesty. With, like, oh my goodness, the hands being like the you know, scrying and pondering the orb. That is such heckin' cool imagery. I kind of wish his hands also had rings on them, like the ones up here, to match it a bit. And again, what is up with the themes of eyes on these sets? That's what I'm wondering. I kind of wish they changed his legs a bit more. These are just default Arc Warden legs. I mean, you're never going to see them, but still, people like their fashion in Dota 2, and just kind of leaving these untouched in the set is a bit curious. But everything else works. I really like how the gold plays into the purple. It's really nice. And also like the purple shade inside the actual crystal ball. I noticed that they got rid of the effects on his hands, because on normal Arc, he has like these reality warping particles on around his hand, but he doesn't here. And it's kind of weird. But yeah, oh my goodness. If I was an Arc Warden player, I would be foaming at the mouth over this set. This, honestly, because of like the shoulder pauldron things, I think this should have been a rare. Or it's at least deserving of rare quality. Like, this is kind of insane. The little highlights of teal also work with the gold well, like really well. Anyways, I gotta move on before I get lost in this thing. This thing makes me want to be an Arc Warden player. Ugh. Alright, Troll Warlord. Loot and Pillager. This is actually a workshop one. This one is made by Horde. With a lot of O's at the end. Anyways. Very red. Again, doesn't really touch the legs all that much. Like, these are kind of Troll Warlord's base legs. I kind of wish he had, like, those pointed boots that, like, curve upwards. I think that'd be pretty funny. Again, the name only comes from the fact that he's got a loot. I kind of wish one of his axes was like a small like guitar axe. That could have been cool. I think it would fit the name better, or not a guitar, but like a loot axe or something like that. Again, there's even like some blade like stuff here on the actual loot itself. I think there was a bit of a missed opportunity there. But the nice little hints of blue are nice in this thing. There are a few sets I don't think I would use. Or there are a few Troll sets I would use over this. I mean, Troll already has like a small but impressive catalog. I like the sickles. The sickles are a unique take for the character. But again, I think there are a lot better Troll sets than this, unfortunately, and I don't know. I don't think this one is up to snuff. The hat and the sickles have some cool matching energy of things drooping down, kind of communicating that, you know, Troll is you know, a negative, or it's very much centered around negative emotions, but I don't know, it just doesn't have the pizzazz that this one does, or this one does. It kind of leaves a little to be desired. And on to Death Prophet, Mademoiselle Macabre. This one's alright. Okay, I have something to say, actually. I kind of wish these holes around, like, Death Prophet's outfit was, like, a bit more communicated well up here. Because we only see, like, a few holes in the dress down here. Like, if we're going, and in the stockings as well, if we're going for, like, a dilapidated kind of, you know, undead ghostly circus performer, why not have some more holes in the fabric, like, you know, up on the arms, torso. Maybe part of her hair is ghostly or something. Because I kind of get what they were going for with this, but wasn't really followed through on. Also, and again, since this is a Valve set, kind of angry that they didn't do this. When will we get a Death Prophet set where the legs are actually animated instead of, like, stiff? Kind of strange we haven't had one yet. But, oh, and I like the little sun on the back. That's pretty cool. And the tassels are stars. Okay. This is a bit of a tangent. But what the dickens is up with the cosmic theming around this event? Like, seriously, there is, like, sun, moon, star imagery everywhere here. What the dickens is the deal? Why are we going all celestial? Like, even in the logo itself, we have the moon. What does the moon mean in the context of Dark Carnival? This thing is, like, everywhere's in this event. What does it mean? Didn't mean to open that. Even, like, the little check marks are, like, sun-shaped. There's a star inside the crown. I know we have, like, the star tarot card. We haven't gotten the, I don't remember if the sun and the moon are part of the Arcana stuff. I'm not big on tarot and whatnot. But yeah, maybe we'll get answers in Act 2, I'm sure. But yeah. Weird celestial imagery, and also eye imagery, a few of the previous ones. Yeah, it's alright. I think I would maybe use a part of this in my Death Prophet set. Again, I think, like, the one Peacock-themed Death Prophet set, you know what I'm talking about, is, like, it kind of blows everything else out of the water, right? It's gonna take a while to beat that set, and I don't think this one is up to snuff for it. The spirits are Freddy Fazbear. I think that's neat. I kind of wish they moved around a bit more. But, well, like, you know, flapping their arms or something, or biting or something like that. But yeah, it's decent. Phantom Lancer, Flim Flam Felidae. Felidae? I don't know how to pronounce that. I mentioned in my first impressions that I really like purple on Phantom Lancer. And yeah, this is keeping in line with it. I still like purple on Phantom Lancer. Goes really nice with the blue. Not very yellow, actually. For a Valve set, this isn't very yellow. We have gold, but we don't have, like, yellow. Which is an interesting choice. I haven't seen anyone use this set in-game, but I can't imagine it would look all that good. Well, I don't know. Like, the thing is, with Phantom Lancer, there's always going to be 20 of him on screen doing something. This, like, a set this complex is going to make a lot of visual noise during gameplay. Again, I don't think Phantom Lancer really has... A lot of his sets... Where is he? There he is. A lot of his sets aren't... Well, actually, maybe they are pretty complex. When do they put this in the game? This is kind of baller. Anyways. Yeah, I think you kind of have to be careful with Phantom Lancer putting complexity in his hero set. Because again, it can create a lot of visual noise on screen. But, I mean, I guess Phantom Lancer is just visual noise of the character, too, so. Also, for a Valve set, can we please animate the tail? I think that's a missed opportunity there, not having it animated to some degree. Lots of swooping shapes as well. The gloves are a nice touch. I wouldn't say it's Phantom Lancer's best set. Again, I've heard, like, lots of mixed opinions on the aesthetics of this event. For me, it's pretty darn sick. I love circusy themes. I'm not a Phantom Lancer player, though. So I don't like this set off that basis. I don't know. Phantom Lance's visual design is strange. I'll talk about it when I get to him with the what was the series called? Not the only way to play. Oof. What truly makes a hero. Anyways, Dawnbreaker, Barbell, very clever name. I like this a lot, and I like Dawnbreaker a lot. So this one is baller though. I like that we have the extra styles for the people that play in low graphics mode. If you don't know, in low graphics mode, Dawnbreaker has like black hair and all of her like little accessories turn just like pitch black. So that's nice to see. I'd say I like this style the best with the 1,000-ton weights. Is the only difference really the weight between these three? Or two? Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, really nice Dawnbreaker set. Comes with a taunt as well. I don't know how this looks with regular hammers, but it looks good with a barbell. And I'm glad Dawnbreaker finally has one. We need to get taunts for other heroes, though. Necrophos doesn't have a taunt. Oh my goodness, I cannot play right now. Necrophos doesn't have a taunt. Okay, Axe needs like a moving taunt. I'll say that much. Timbersaw, I'm surprised Timbersaw doesn't have a taunt. That should be like priority numero uno. A lot to do with that character. That would be cool. But yeah, cool. I'm happy for Dawnbreaker. First taunt. The hair is also really nice with this one. The red is such a baller color for Dawnbreaker too. I wish there was more of it, but I'm glad with what we got. Someone needs to make another red Dawnbreaker set. I think it would be really sick. But yeah, this is probably one of my favorites. Templar Assassin, Vaudevillain. This one is also by Horde. And I've heard some mixed opinions about like the mouth. I don't actually know if it's animated in-game, because when, you know, Dota characters talk, they like move their mouths and lip sync to what they're saying. But I don't know if this one does it. I would hope so. I would hope the Valve integration would account for that. Again, I think this one is like a matter of taste. I think, again, oh my goodness, the one thing that's missing from a lot of the sets is like clown face paint. That was like the one thing I was looking forward to with a lot of these, was I was hoping they would get some clown face paint. This one I think was kind of needed some. I mean, there's kind of some stuff under her eyes, but I just don't think it's enough. Also, Villainous TA set. I think this is pretty sick, actually. I like that she has the Ringmaster poster tied up on her belt. It's a neat little callback. I never noticed there's like stars on the thing here. That's pretty neat. But yeah, I think it's decent. I think I would use this over my current TA set, actually. So yeah, the blue is nice. Yeah, the blue is nice. Also, gold. What the dickens? There's so much gold in all these sets. I mean, except for the troll one, but like every other set has. Oh, yeah, this one either. Oops. Like every other set has gold on it. Kind of interesting. Just an observation. Monkey King, Bonobo the Clown. This one's pretty simple, but it works. It's a joke skin. Again, he has the clown nose, and he's literally called Bonobo the Clown, but no clown face paint, no clown makeup. Kinda sad, not gonna lie. I like that his weapon is like a baseball bat with spikes. That's a pretty cool touch. Probably had an accident with it over on his tail here. Yeah, this is just a decent MK set, I would say. It's a little drab. A lot of MK sets are kind of like flashy and colorful, but that's kind of missing from here. Again, they're kind of adhering to the color scheme with like the green vest and the dashes of red here. Interesting choices by Valve. I really like it when hero sets like take the character outside of their color scheme. I think there's a lot of cool things you can do with that. But I guess Valve is not a fan of doing that with their own sets. So, yeah. All right. Alright, it's time to talk about this one. This one is by Mr. Sandman. I have respect for set makers. We need to stop putting Pudge Persona skins in the game. And again, no hate to Mr. Sandman. I've seen some of your other work. This is just... I hate looking at this thing. The head just clips into the coat. Like, why is the wood... It doesn't even look like it belongs in Dota. Why is the texturing like that? Someone on my other Dark Carnival video, the First Impressions video, commented tongue Sahur Pudge, and I have to agree. This, I hate this. And it's, oh my, the name isn't even that, the Woodcutter. The Wood, is that, because I know that like the set makers don't really have a say in their names here. Maybe they do, and I'm just unaware of it. But like the Woodcutter, that's really the best name for this set we could get. It's not even like carnival themed. This is like a mob boss mafia type Pudge. What are we doing? Did we really need to force this in here? This is just so bad. The mind virus that every set needs a Pudge Persona, or that every treasure needs a Pudge Persona set. Like, it needs to be cured at Valve offices. Whatever mind virus is going around, making them put these things in treasures. It's gotta stop. Because I'm sick and tired of it. And look, I get it, right? It has the turnkey, the wind up, the thing that all the other automaton sets do. So I guess it fits, but like, ugh. This thing is just gross. I'm sorry. All right, cleansing the palate. We have Primal Beast, the main attraction. What an astounding rare set we have on our hands right here. This is one of his best, easily. Oh my goodness. Like, the vibrance of the oranges and the reds and the yellows, and like the theming of him being like a stuffed lion, and the paw prints on the hands. It's so unbelievably baller. Not to mention the contrast of the purple threads that like hold it all together is like so juicy. This, oh my goodness. Again, I feel like a lot of these sets are like preferences. Like, if you don't like this circusy aesthetic, you're not probably gonna like a lot of the stuff, but my goodness, the execution on this idea is insanely good. I'm sorry, I just gotta like look at this thing. Zam. I'm glad I got this. I actually pulled this on like, I think my like 16th treasure. No, I think like 15th. I can't remember. I was so happy to get it. Oh my goodness. It even keeps like the theming of the fact that this is like something violent and to be restrained with all the broken chains. Like, yeah, it's like a cuddly stuffed animal, but it still will slam you into the ground and kill you. Which is pretty darn sick. I like the added detail that the tongue is also like like stuffing, or like fake. And the fact that this is just like a golem. This is like a Primal Beast plush brought to life. Kind of like the Pudge Persona idea, except this one actually looks good. Yeah, wow, what a work of art. Next we have Marana with the Celimene Showgirl. Right out of the bat, this style looks way better. Gotta say. I don't like how the orange tiger mixes with the other colors here. Kind of looks out of place, but this is epic style. Can we give Marana like a remodel, please? Like, what are we doing at this point? every part of this looks immaculate, and then you look at Mirana's actual face and model, and wow, how did this? You're thinking to yourself, how did this hero not get a remodel yet? I'm honestly surprised they didn't make this a skin for the anime persona. Maybe they should have done that. I don't know. But I feel like this model is just holding Mirana back. This could look so good if Mirana had an updated model. Like that, she looks so out of place on this like immaculately detailed tiger. Such a missed opportunity by the fact that Valve just will not update this character's model. And even like the feathers of here and like the red. Oh my goodness. Actually, I never noticed this. I kind of wish this headpiece was better integrated into the head, because it's just kind of floating there. But yeah, this had the potential to look great. Oops. Next we have Dark Willow, Fairy God Mummer. Something oversight, something people I've seen people buy so many treasures just to get this. I do like that Jex is in a carousel. That's pretty sick. I think this was the one thing, because I remember the leaked Reddit post from a while ago saying that Dark Willow has like a unique model for Dark Carnival. I think this is it. I don't think we're getting an automaton Dark Willow. I think this is what that was in reference to. I like the fact that like the wings are tentacles, but they're made of like fabric and whatnot. That's a pretty cool idea. The splashes of green are a nice contrast to the purples and pinks. The head area is a bit messy. It's kind of hard to tell what the heck is going on up there, because there's like her hair, but she also has like this hat. But like the hat doesn't cover part of her head, and there's like this crown sitting on, like the head is like visually kind of a mess. And also, this is like the only one with actual clown face paint out of all the other sets in this treasure. So yeah, pretty decent Dark Willow set. For me personally, I think it's better than the Ardalon Arsonist, but Ardalon Arsonist is still like really good. But yeah, I think it's deserving of its spot. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I don't think this is deserving of its spot. I think this should have been swapped for the Arc Warden. And yeah, that's my take on it. Anyways, Madame Scryo for Io. It doesn't tell you this, it just tells you custom effects, but the W, the spirits are actually like the cards that spin around Io. Really, really cool take on the character. Turning Io into a crystal ball and having like a head inside it. That's pretty sick. It almost gives me Medusa vibes with like these strands of hair kind of like being like coiling snakes. I also like the name Madame Scryo, including the hero's name in there. Pretty sick. Does this confirm Io is female after all these years? Who knows? Again, the gold is present in this set, and I think it works pretty darn well here, in contrast to the blues. Does the head blink? Oh, well, there we go, I guess, yeah. The head blinks. Or the eyes blink. I think this is, again, deserving of an ultra rare. All of Io's sets are bangers, and this one does not disappoint. Being an Io player like pre-2017 was like probably like a terrible experience. Being an Io player post-2020 is like you're eating good right now. Honestly, this thing is like a better Arcana than the current Arcana. Like, what? How is this only a legendary? When it changes literally spell effects spell icons, visual effects, animations. Like, the only thing this doesn't do is give Io new voice lines. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. Madame Scryo, good set, deserving of its place. I kind of wish there was more community-made stuff here. If I remember correctly, voting on Collector's Cash, like... Oh my goodness, how long ago was that? There's no way that was a year ago, was it? It could have been a year ago. There were more, like, clown-themed sets that could have gone here, I think. Again, people saw, like, Ringmaster's release, and they thought, like, something more was going to happen with it. Well, I guess it did now, but at the time, no. And, yeah, I kind of wish we saw more of them. I'm trying to think. There were a few clown sets that I was thinking of that could have been put in here. I know Pudge had one, but, like, Pudge has enough sets, so please no. And also, Pudge already has a clown set, right? Yeah, I think that's it. That's my review for Treasure of Wonders. If you like carnival circusy aesthetics, I think this one is worth your money. If you only buy one and you get the Pudge set, I am very, very sorry for you. Yeah. Anyways, God bless, and until next time.